Hello from Quebec City. It's my first day here and I'm going to be exploring the old city. I've just found this gate, so I'm going to be following that, see where it leads. I've no idea, so follow along with me, see what I see. So this is the Port Saint-Jean. A crew member on a cruise ship once told me that every port in the world has a Chinese restaurant and an Irish bar. Well, I found the Irish bar. So you can tell you're in the old town here, and there seems to be lots of narrow roads along this little narrow street. Lots of cafes and bars to eat at in this district as well. This one right in the centre is the Cathedral of the Holy Trinity. And then outside, you're in one of these nice big open places. If you like a hop on, hop off bus, there are Quebec tours. This is the Chateau Frontenac, which is also the Fairmont Hotel. It's apparently one of the most photographed buildings in Quebec City. Here in the courtyard of the Chateau Frontenac. Fancy place to stay if you can. Why not? So I've come through the courtyard of the hotel, out the other side, and I'm here on the waterfront of Quebec City. I'm having that day one thing at the moment, where there is so much to see. You don't know where to look first, in case you miss anything. The cruise ship spotters, you go from the chateau, just down past the boardwalk and drop down. And today we have Celebrity Summit in port, and I don't know what that little one is at the back, but anyway, 2 cruise ships in today. This is one of those buildings that looks different every time you look at it. This is the St. Louis Fort and the chateau behind. And actually, I've just come down these steps and onto a big wooden boardwalk which seems to run all the way up there, so I'll be going that way eventually, and all back away to the old town where I've just been as well. Now one for the geography fans, because this is the St. Lawrence River, which is the reason that Quebec is situated where it is. So I'm going to be sailing up there later this week. Just having a little interlude while I stop and have a Mars bar in front of the chateau. If you're enjoying watching this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe, then you don't miss the rest of my Canadian adventure. See what else this place has to offer. Now, having a stroll along the boardwalk, to the end of the boardwalk, and hey, must be good, half an hour since I've climbed any steps. This is the Governor's Promenade, and I have to say, very nice it is too. All the way down past the hotel, and then it will be into the old town, so I'll have to go back there. I haven't carried on past. I'm sure I'm going to be back here a lot. On the flat of the Governor's Promenade. This is near the Citadel, I think. Not quite sure if that's the Citadel wall or not, but I'm sure I'll find out when I get there. Still going. The views are quite nice over the river, just in the gaps in between the trees. St. Lawrence River views. And this path's going on for ages. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's yet another beautiful sunny day. 22 degrees C later on, apparently. Probably didn't pack enough shorts and t-shirts, to be quite honest. I mean, I brought plenty, but it's not been jeans and jumpers weather so far, that's for sure. This looks promising. We've got a pavilion up there, so I think we're coming to the end of it. Much better views across the river. Oh, that's one of our Quebec tours. So if steps really aren't your thing, because there are loads on there, catch the bus, hop off. That'll probably do it for you. So the bus stop sign says this is the Plains of Abraham, and you get a beautiful view out over the river. One of my top tips for anywhere you go, pick up the free tourist maps from wherever you arrive, the airport. So in my case, I picked this up at the train station. I don't actually know where I am. Oh, I think I'm down here somewhere. I'm going to check out the map and we'll see where I end up next. So there's apparently a Plains of Abraham museum. Follow the footsteps, but actually it is taking me up to the Citadel. I've checked out the map, and yeah, that big wall that we were following on the Promenade is actually the wall of the Citadel. So that's where I really want to go next. Actually, while I'm here, you get a bit of the skyline of Quebec from this end of the city. I think that is the Parliament building. I'll be going and having a look at Quebec's Parliament a bit later on. These look distinctly like barracks. Now into the Citadel area. No drone zone. If that's your thing and you pack your drone, can't bring it here. Right, so that path has brought me down to the entrance to the Citadel. So the residence of the Governor General of Canada and home of the Royal 22nd Regiment. So the Citadel's also where the changing of the guard happens. Unfortunately that finishes on the first Monday in September, I've read. I'm here at the end of September, so can't see that. So I'm in the Citadel, which is an active military base. So you can't tour it on your own, you've got to go on a guided tour. So I managed to book on the 2 o'clock tour, which is going to start any minute. This one's in English as well. So there's loads of people gathering, so I best go and get on with it. Apparently there's an exhibition you can do afterwards as well. It costs $18, which is about £10–11, something like that. So let's get going. Excellent guided tour there, and now I'm going to go and have a look around the museum. So that was really interesting. So you've got the history of the Citadel, history of British forces, the American forces, the French forces, French-Canadian military. There's a military museum, so definitely worth doing. You can only visit with a guided tour. They are on every hour. I've just asked somebody and she said that you can book online apparently. So, but even if you just turn up, get there on the hour, well worth it. So if you don't want to do the tour inside the Citadel, you can still walk around the path, around the walls. That's the cannon where we got the best view over the St. Lawrence River from inside the Citadel. So you can stand on the path and you get it there instead. So this is the toboggan ride, open all winter, but not in glorious sunshine in September. Back on the promenade. How beautiful is this? Look at that, blue sky. Apparently blue sky normal for the end of September, I was asking earlier. If you get really bad snow in winter, but September, hot temperatures, so make sure you pack accordingly. I'm having an absolutely beautiful day. And this is the funicular down to the port. Now the interesting thing with this one, it's $5 each way, but it's the first place I've seen in Canada that's actually said cash only. Everywhere else I've been able to spend card. In actual fact, I brought quite a bit of cash with me, and I've ended up having to spend that when really I could have just pinged it on my card. So yeah, one to bear in mind, you don't need loads of cash, but you do need a little bit by the looks of it. So that's the funicular. It can take you up and down from the top plateau down to the port and the old town. It's not just ferries, pleasure boats and jet skis on the river. You get your big industrial ships just around the side of your cruise liners. Everyone's on the river. And this is Quebec's Basilica de Notre Dame. And if you like shopping, there are shops, gift shop, a Christmas shop, gift shops, bureau de change, and all sorts of others on this little bit of a shopping street. The sun's going down and Quebec is getting more and more French. It sounds like you're in Paris. All the buskers are playing French music. I found another gate to go through. Heading towards the Parliament building, I think, hopefully. This is Quebec's Parliament building. So I'm finishing my day at the Parliament building. I've been out for about 5 hours walking everywhere. I've done the Citadel, which the entrance you can actually get in behind me over here as well. I'm going to head in the opposite direction, which takes me back to my hotel so I can see what I'm going to get up to tonight. But it's been an amazing day actually. I think Quebec, I already like Quebec more than I liked Montreal. I think it's definitely one of my favourite places so far. So yeah, gonna go and get back and give my feet a rest after all this walking. I'm gonna find somewhere to go out and eat for dinner tonight.